What's up, guys? We're up early for the PC conference.
Yeah, we woke up earlier than noon.
Oh, they're having problems.
PC gaming. I've been your quizmaster,
There it
Tom
goes.
Marks. Be sure to stick around because you won't want to miss it.
Sinead's not with us. He's probably asleep. Here we go. PC gaming show, usually a smaller show, so we'll see. Powered by Intel.
Why do we
you see.
call it the personal computer?
Power of the core.
Well, it's not just a box or a station, right? Your PC doesn't exist without you. And you don't just use your PC, you're its keeper. You're responsible for it.
That PC's got
PC
blood.
gamers get their hands
it's
dirty.
run on. It's
We
it's
turn
run
the
on. It's
screws,
man-powered.
We clean the fans, we thread the cables. It's got your fingerprints on it, and that has a special kind of pride. We build our PCs, and through them, we build friendships and rivalries. We build communities
I didn't build
and
my
our
PC, by the way.
reflexes.
No, you didn't. That's fine.
We write stories, we make mods because we get to decide what experience we want.
Get the hell out of my face.
God bless you, modders.
God bless you.
PCs are scaffolding for our imaginations. That's what PC gaming means to us, to build, and to give back to your hobby as much as it gives to you. This is the PC Gaming Show 2017.
Hopefully their audio isn't too low. It seems like it dropped a bit.
Yeah, it's pretty low, but
Ladies
let's see what
and gentlemen,
we're gonna,
boys
look
and
at
girls,
here.
and lovers of games
It doesn't
all
look
over the place. This
too much lower
is
than
the
us.
PC Gaming Show, sponsored by Intel. How are you all doing this fine morning? Ah, yes. You're doing woo. That's excellent. I'm your host, Sean Day9 Plot, and if you have never been to this show before, it's simple. We have a slew of incredible guests who are going to talk about all their upcoming
Look,
games.
the stage looks like
one
a
after the
Nickelodeon
other.
set.
Yeah, it
So,
does.
I'd like to warmly welcome all of you for
But
coming
before
out
we
to
show you the
beautiful
game,
Ace
let's take a
Hotel
look
Theater
into the
in
video
downtown
zone.
Los Angeles. Twitch chat, it's a pleasure to have you here. I know that you're currently being productive
He is
and
holding cards
constructive
like
in
he's a game
chat
show host.
right now. Now, if you're interested in watching in another language, over at PCGamingShow.com, we have German, Spanish, Russian, Chinese. Feel free to head there, or stay right here for English coverage. And without any further ado, let's find out what's happening this year at the PC Gaming Show.
This is the PC Gaming Show, live from the theater at Ace Hotel in downtown Los Angeles, California. Coming up, Intel explores the future of PC gaming. New announcements from Xbox. Jordan Weissman, the creator of MechWarrior, gives a first ever look at BattleTech's campaign. New footage for Middle-earth: Shadow of War. A new game from Klei Entertainment. New gameplay from Total War Warhammer 2. New announcements of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. An exciting reveal from Tripwire Interactive.
Tripwire.
And plenty
Vietnam game,
more.
it looks like.
Now, once again, Sean Plot.
They've done like Rising
Thank you
Storm
so
and
much,
all that.
evil, omnipotent
Killing
voice
Vietnam,
in the
please.
sky. Let's talk about our very first game. It is an expansion to the legendary and infamous turn-based strategy game, XCOM 2. Let's take a look.
You're not supposed to be here. At last, a true battle. If only you knew the truth.
Oh, it's Halo now.
There were 3 resistance groups that we consider a legitimate threat to Advent. Together, they'd make one hell of a fighting force. Too bad they hate each other.
That is too bad, huh?
So, you do exist.
They were sent here to purge the lost.
You are safe here.
Oh, he's got this. See that? He has
Yeah, Halo.
That can't be good.
Advent Hobbit. I suppose we should begin then.
Now the real war begins.
Cool.
War of the Chosen. August 29th.
Here with me to talk about XCOM 2 War of the Chosen is the creative director of XCOM 2 over at Firaxis, Jake Solomon. Pleasure to have you here today.
This is very exciting. We finally get to talk about this, so yes, I'm very pumped. Thank you for having us.
Well then tell us, what is War of the Chosen all about?
Well, so the goal with this game really was to make something massive. So we added a ton of new enemies, lots of new soldier classes, new environments, story, strategy systems, just tons of new toys for players to engage with.
And I understand that it's an expansion that's even larger than any of the ones you've done previously.
Yeah, easily twice the size of the previous XCOM expansion. It is massive.
Well, let's go ahead and start talking about some of the content that's in there. Who are the Chosen?
The Chosen, right? You saw them, they starred in the trailer. So they were designed to be the ultimate enemies of XCOM. They are three almost champions of the alien army. And they have three very distinct personalities and three very distinct fighting styles. And the player is going to get to know those very well because over the course of a whole game, they're going to fight each of those Chosen multiple times. And the Chosen, just like the player, they get stronger over the course of the game. They learn new skills, new abilities. They even gain new procedural strengths that the player's going to have to contend with.
So in a sense, it's not like a normal enemy where you might see a Chosen in
They should
one
let you play
battle
from
and
the
a
other
Chosen
side.
in the next.
Yeah,
It will be
I
the
agree.
same
Play as
Chosen
those
again and
guys.
again and again, getting new strengths.
That's right. And so they always have something new up their sleeve because they're always learning sort of new tricks.
Because maybe I don't
Well,
want to
you
say the
mentioned
world, you
the
know?
personalities of the different Chosen.
Yeah.
Walk me through who the Chosen are and what these strengths and weaknesses might be.
Yeah, so for example, there's the assassin, and her personality is tied up in duty and honor. She feels very honor-bound to serve her masters, her creators, and she does that, of course, by hunting down XCOM and killing soldiers.
Ryan, how would you
know.
like to kiss her?
A natural
not-
expression
I
of
wouldn't be
identity.
very
We're bringing
enthusiastic
back
about it, to
some
be honest.
familiar
I'd be
elements
actually
from earlier
very,
games, yes.
hesitant.
And so,
Full smooch.
but combat-wise, she's a mix
Well,
of
I mean,
stealth
I
and
feel like,
close quarters
you know, a
combat, so
quick
she
peck
can
would be
vanish
okay,
from sight,
but
and
anything
she
beyond
uses
that
that
would
to
be
get in close on the
hazardous.
soldiers and use her blade. So, like the other Chosen, she's very powerful, and she has
She
a
seems
sort of
nice, though.
unique fighting style that the player hasn't seen before.
And we've
Likes
talked
to have
about
fun.
this
Yeah, she
new
looks like it.
obstacle in the form of the Chosen. You know, mentioned the assassin. Who are the
Right.
other two?
There's the hunter, that's more of a long-range sniper.
Yeah.
And then we have the warlock, which is, you know, a warlock. So, doesn't he look
I
like
want
a
his
warlock?
hat.
So yeah, they all have very unique
They keep
skill sets.
cutting
so
to
it's
the
fun
bottom
to,
left.
To,
I might
to fight
move
each
us.
of them.
What about the new tools that players have in order to try to overcome this obstacle of the Chosen?
Yes,
Yep.
so as you saw in the trailer, XCOM is not the only resistance movement on Earth. So in War of the Chosen, you have these three factions out there,
nice
and
and safe.
like the Chosen, they all have distinct philosophies and distinct fighting styles. But for the player to get access to those, first they have to win those factions over. They have to
I see.
recruit them to the XCOM cause. But when you do, you have access to the most powerful soldiers we've ever created. So
And we're taking a look at the Reaper right now. What's the gameplay of the
that's
Reaper?
right, the Reapers. So they are sort of stealth marksmen and saboteurs. Then we
Very,
have the skirmishers, which are
Earthling,
actually defectors
walkie-talkie
from the
you got
alien
there.
army.
Oh, that makes sense with the art style. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Look at those fingers. Yeah, so they're half alien human hybrids, and they're sort of like single soldier wrecking crews. They're really powerful. And then we have the Templars, and they're the most mysterious of the factions. They are psionic wildlings, and they work a little differently because they build up power over multiple attacks that they can then unleash in more devastating abilities.
So it's sort of like a mini resource management mechanic specifically for the Templar.
It definitely is. There's trade-offs there where as they gain focus, you either want to keep it because it makes them stronger, or you can spend it on these really powerful abilities.
Now, in the trailer, we got the chance to briefly look at the Lost. And though we didn't see them too much, I wanted to get the chance for you to talk about them a little more now. Who are they?
Right. So the Lost, this comes out of the idea that the original alien invasion happened 20 years ago. And in that invasion, the aliens destroyed some of the greatest cities of the world, and we've never been back. So in War of the Chosen, we go back. And what you find there are the Lost, these handsome...
I thought that everyone in the cities died, but apparently they're alive and well. They're doing fine.
Yeah, as you can see, they've weathered the last 20 years really well. So, yeah, these are heavily mutated humans. And a single Lost is not going to pose much of a challenge.
Sure.
But unfortunately, you don't fight single Lost. They move in large swarms. And so when you go into the cities, these swarms are drawn to the sound of combat, and they never stop coming. And there is a silver lining, which is that the Lost don't like aliens either. So,
really? Okay.
Yeah, so once the Lost show up, then everybody's fighting for their lives.
And I know that a big hallmark of the
game, so how
XCOM
much can
games
they
is
really
the sort
swarm
of
you?
tactical maneuvers of the AI that, in the same way you're planning, it's planning too. But the Lost behave quite differently.
Yeah, they're mindless. So the idea is that you have this tactical combat going on against you versus the Advent, the aliens, and then all of a sudden this horde shows up and it throws everybody's plans out of whack. And then you can even have maps where they're chosen,
freely?
Lost, you're fighting the Advent at the same time. It makes for some very, very beautiful chaos. It is definitely unlike any other XCOM missions you've played.
Well, Jake,
Yeah, show don't tell.
first guest out, so I'm going to ask you the big question.
Okay.
When do we get to play it?
We get
Right
to play
now.
this. War of the Chosen comes out August 29th,
not
so
right now.
very
Just 2
soon.
months.
That's right, very soon on PC, Xbox One, and PS4. So people should follow XCOM on Twitter and Facebook if they want to keep up with all the latest XCOM information.
Remember when they said they couldn't
And
bring Xbox
Jake
or
didn't want to
XCOM
do
2 to
this, but I'm going to
consoles?
make him
Yeah,
do
I
it.
remember
Follow
that.
Jake
Then they
on
did it.
Twitter. It's at Solomon Jake. Follow him, say hello, and tell him you're
within
proud
a
to be a
year
follower.
from saying that.
Yes,
Yeah.
please. Thank you. I don't like self-promotion.
Don't worry, I got you covered.
I
At
paid
Jake
Sean for
Solomon.
that. Thank you.
It's at Jake Solomon. At Jake Solomon. Thanks
If
so
my
much
name
for
was
joining
Jake
me today.
Solomon, I would be
Jake
at
Solomon,
Solomon
creative
Grundy.
director of XCOM 2.
Thank you. Thanks.
Seems like an obvious choice.
Now, as some of you may know, I am not the only host at this event. Joining me to do all sorts of announcement goodies is a woman named Sonia Reed, but you may know her a little better as OMG It's Firefox. How's it going, Sonia?
Hi. Thank you, Sean, and hello, you beautiful gamers. And whether you are checking us out online or you're hanging out with us here today, I am super excited to be here and show you guys some awesome games. And you know what? I'm not going to wait. We're just going to get right into it.
Let's just
I want
do
to
it.
show you a game called
Let's go
Ooblets.
crazy.
It
You
is
ever
gonna be
notice when
coming
people
out
say that
early
they're
next
super
year,
excited, they never
and it is from an
sound super
impressive
excited?
studio of only two people called Glumberlands. So it's kind of a mashup between Harvest Moon meets Pokemon meets Adventure Time, but even cuter, if you can imagine that. So I'm going to show you how to grow and customize your Ooblets in this exclusive trailer.
What's it called? Glumberlands? We'll find Glumberland, yeah.
We saw this last night.
But they didn't give a name.
Yeah, they showed us the Ooblets.
I love Double Fine. Now I wonder if this is Double Fine developed or published. Okay.
All right.
All right.
I like that.
Yeah.
This seems like a game I would like.
2018.
So the game is called.
That trailer. that Ooblets trailer makes me oh so happy, and the previous one you just got the chance to see is the old school tabletop game BattleTech distilled into its purest form on PC, and here to talk about it from Harebrained Schemes is Jordan Wiseman and Mitch Gittleman. Welcome, gentlemen. It's a pleasure to have you up on stage.
Thank you very much.
Woo! Yes, that's the spirit. Oh, hell yeah. Now, there's been a lot of games based on BattleTech. Tell us about this incarnation.
I think
by all means, BattleTech is a modern, turn-based tactical game set within the MechWarrior universe. And there's going to be 3 modes of play. A single-player skirmish, a multiplayer skirmish, and then our open-ended
We're not moving it anymore.
Campaign.
Yeah.
Well, I want to hop straight into some of that single-player content by taking a journey to the Argo. I understand that, you know, there's all sorts of combat goodies that we're going to see in a moment, but the Argo is in between missions. Walk us through what we're seeing.
Right, so the Argo is a broken down hulk of a spaceship from a bygone era, and it is your mercenary command center. You could take it all over all over space, going from star system to star system, and taking mercenary jobs from all sorts of different people, from petty dictators. All
you know, I love turn-based strategy, but like, I just want the battles.
From there, you can also command your
like, I love XCOM. I don't want the base building shit. I just want the battles.
You just want to go from battle to battle?
Yeah, I love Fire Emblem. I just want the battles.
Okay.
I'm curious a little bit about the storyline in the single player.
But you're okay with give you a little bit of story with it. Just don't make you do anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's a deposed ruler. Her throne was taken by her uncle, and you are going to jump in and help her regain her throne. Of course, it's been plunged. The whole space has been plunged into a bloody civil war.
And these, of course, are the tools of negotiation and diplomacy called battle mechs. And here in the mech bay, which is one of the key components of the Argo.
I mean, this is cool, but it doesn't seem as cool as
adding different weapons.
That's true. It does
changing out
not.
weapons and armor, heat sinks, all that kind of stuff. Yang here is your master of ceremonies. He's one of the key crew members because fixing these mechs after you come back from combat, you're a merc. You're supposed to make money. Taking damage, sets you behind, and so that's a really delicate balancing act.
I can imagine that trying to get all the parts that you need for your ship can be a little difficult.
Absolutely. That's why things like, especially in this time in era where parts are scarce, battlefield salvage is an important part of the game, and that also gets into like when you take out an enemy, try to leave the parts you want.
Yeah, you want to hit them just hard enough to take them down. There's Lady Kamea Arano there, and she's going to be the person you work for during the campaign. But of course, when the campaign ends, the single-player story ends, you can still play the open-ended campaign, traveling around doing whatever you want. And there are the battle mechs.
Yes, but now we're going to get a chance to look at the combat itself. You're coming down from the Argo, you're descending into battle. Walk me through what we're seeing.
By all means. So BattleTech full 3D environment, and like a modern tactical game, the environment counts, right? Line of sight, sensors, cover. Even though you're, friggin' 30-foot tall, covered in armor, hiding in a forest still helps. It soaks off damage. And so all of those are kind of core components of any modern game, and especially facing, which is really important in this game.
Facing really matters in BattleTech. Battle mechs aren't giant bags of hit points. Instead, they have 11 different armor locations. There's internal structure. They have the internal components, these critical slots filled with all sorts of important pieces. So what you're trying to do is strip off the armor from one location and then keep your facing to try and penetrate it, get to the juicy bits.
Yeah, I mean, I see this diagram at the top. It's reminiscent of the original tabletop game, which I actually played as a kid. And I mean, like...
As a kid, huh? Thanks, pal.
I mean, I understand the same sort of idea where damaging the arm disables that weapon, but the mech can keep going.
And you keep going on, you blow that arm off, and they lose those weapons.
And the back is really juicy and tasty too. You get around the back of a battle mech and penetrate. I said that out. We're alive, right? Okay.
We'll allow it. We'll allow it.
There you go. What you just saw there is Melee. One of the things we're really excited about. I mean, mechs were not only weapon systems.
Brian, you ever get around back and penetrate?
Suits, and so going up and being able to slug and kick and just even put a foot through a cockpit or death from above, jump up and slam down on mechs. All that stuff is supported in this game. And
you really want to manage your heat too. You're walking. These mechs. The pilots are sitting on a giant nuclear reactor, basically, and so you really want to watch your heat. How much
like this guy
your different weapons do, because if you shut down in combat, you are quite vulnerable.
It's been really fascinating to watch a lot of the streams because I know you guys just went into beta. Where can the people here go to sign up to play?
A lot.
Why, Sean, they can go to BattleTechGame.com. That's BattleTechGame.com.
Yeah, but I mean,
come find us on BattleTechGame.com.
I want to play.
And if you're interested in a used mech, this is the guy to
talk
to.
That's right. My dude.
Now I'd like to state again, BattleTechGame.com. Thank you guys so much for coming out.
Cool,
Jordan, Mitch, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Nah. It does look cool. I don't want it.
Now, our very next game you may recognize from PC Games past. To talk about it, we got Sonya in the mezzanine.
Thank you, Sean. Our next game is to come to us from our friends at Tales World Entertainment, and they have been working on an awesome open-ended action medieval RPG game, so I don't want to waste any more time. Let's just get right into it. We're going to check out the trailer for Mount & Blade 2 Bannerlord.
Their stream is not great, huh?
I played one Mount & Blade game like about 8 years ago. It's like this.
So, what is it? A horseback Musou?
I guess so.
I mean, I've played some Dynasty Warriors on horseback.
Oh, but he got off the horse.
Yeah.
And he got all those bros with you.
Looks pretty cool.
This game seems super manly.
Well, and if we play it, we'll be even more manly.
Damn, look how tough that dude is.
No date.
Always a pleasure to have Mount & Blade 2 here at the PC Gaming Show. Now, I know we've just gotten started, and we've seen XCOM and Ooblets and BattleTech. We would love to hear your thoughts. Use hashtag PC Gaming Show. Let us know what you think. We'll even put some of the tweets up here live. Not all of the tweets, because that would be a disaster. Some of you on Twitter really need to pull it together. But either way, we'd be thrilled to hear your thoughts. And coming up next, we have the sequel to Total War Warhammer 1. It's Total War Warhammer 2. I'm joined by Al Bickham from Creative Assembly.
How you doing?
How's it going, Al?
Yeah, really good. Good to be here.
So tell me, what is it that's been going on since your announcement a few months ago?
Quite a lot, really. I mean, this is we're working on the second game in our trilogy. It's going to be every bit as big as the first game, but we're layering on. We're sort of doubling down on all the stuff that made the first game so fun, which is real diversification between the factions and a whole range of new kind of gameplay extras in the campaign game as well. So 4 new factions set across 4 new continents.
There's 4 new factions, is there?
Yep, 4 new factions, yep.
I thought there were 2 big ones we were talking about.
No, well, we're focusing on the High Elves and the Lizard Men.
Finish, I'll tell you.
Dark Elves as well, and another 4th race which we have yet to announce.
Oh, you tease.
I know, terrible, isn't it?
Well, Al, talk to us a little.
Uh-oh. Come on, guys. Is this on YouTube's end or is this on their end?
Couldn't say. So how you doing, Tom?
Yeah,
I'm okay.
Right. But even those in the Warhammer world with the...
I mean, you know, this is what happens when you record things live, guys.
Yeah, I mean,
you know?
you take the good with the bad.
We're about to show some footage from a quest battle.
It was funny that happens during Sony. I'm going to start screaming. Well, fuck.
All right.
It says we're okay on our end. That's the stream.
Yeah. It's happened a couple times during Microsoft as well.
Not like this, though.
Yeah, not this frequently, no.
You know, of all the conferences, you'd think the PC guys would have their shit together.
Yeah. What do you think they're talking about right now?
Well, they're talking about this game.
Yeah. What do you think they're saying about it?
Who knows?
All right.
Man.
I wonder what those guys are. They look like frogs a little bit.
Take a look here. Yeah, it's not us, it's them. That's great.
This is gonna turn into a 3-hour show. Well.
Maybe it is us. Alright, we're still live-ish.
Tom, do we need better internets? We've got the best internets.
We've got very good internet.
That was a cool looking game though, so that was cool that we got to take a look at that.
Always a pleasure to have Mountain Blade 2 here at the PC Gaming Show. Now, I know we've just gotten started, and we've seen XCOM and Ooblets and Battletech. We would love to hear your thoughts. Use hashtag PC Gaming Show. Let us know what you think. We'll even put some of the tweets up here live. Not all of the tweets, because that would be a disaster. Some of you on Twitter really need to pull it together. But either way, we'd be thrilled to hear your thoughts. And coming up next, we have the
Tom,
sequel.
do you think I could pull off a pink shirt
Total
and pink
War
tie?
Warhammer 1.
Yeah, black guys
It's
can wear
Total War Warhammer 2. I'm joined by Al Bickham from Creative Assembly.
How you doing?
How's it going, Al?
Yeah, really good. Good to be here.
So tell me, what is it that's been going on since your announcement a few months ago?
Quite a lot, really. I mean, this is we're working on the second game in our trilogy. It's going to be every bit as big as the first game, but we're layering on. We're sort of doubling down on all the stuff that made the first game so fun, which is real diversification between the factions and a whole range of new kind of gameplay extras in the campaign game as well. So 4 new factions set across 4 new continents.
There's 4 new factions, is there?
Yep, 4 new factions, yep.
I thought there were 2 big ones we were talking about.
No, well, we're focusing on the High Elves and the Lizard Men at the moment. But there's the Dark Elves as well, and another 4th race which we have yet to announce.
Oh, you tease.
I know, terrible, isn't it?
Well, Al, talk to us a little.
Right. But even those in the Warhammer world, we're about to show some footage from a quest battle for Krokgar, who's one of the in an ancient power site of the Lizard Men.
Yeah, it was on their side. Wow. At least to an extent.
Look, we just want to involve ourselves in all of the assembly that we can. We got the dinosaur. Like, make no mistake, that is a dinosaur.
Bonus, which is
Look at
really significant.
That's weird.
Battle of the Fallen Gates.
Right, so as I mentioned, this is a quest battle, and this is the Lizardmen versus the High Elves. And this is what we've got playable: ancient spacefaring dinosaurs, and they, small dinosaurs that ride big dinosaurs.
Well, backing
I think it's
out
on
of the battle, I
YouTube's
know
end
that
of the stream.
campaign map in Total War Warhammer was a big hit. What's going on with the campaign level in Warhammer 2?
So in Warhammer 2, we've got a ton of new campaign features which lead you to kind of explore and discover and gain new abilities and that kind of stuff. And it's all based around a sort of overarching narrative. So
it's
all
cutting
the races
where the buffers
are in tension right until the end. But we're also, shortly after launch, we're also releasing a free update for the game, which will bring the combined campaign map into play, which is the landmass from Warhammer 1 and Warhammer 2 together in a gigantic campaign map where you can play any of the races that you own from both.
So you shouldn't have bought the first one.
Well, I understand you have presence
this
here
one's
on
going
the
to have
stream,
all
not
that.
just in this show, but also on the floor. What are players going to get the chance to play there?
Yep, so they can play the Battle of the Fallen Gates. We've got 2 difficulty modes, so a kind of starter difficulty mode and a veterans difficulty mode. And they'll also get to see, we're also rolling, when you play it, you'll see the actual campaign map as well. We've put a video together that details loads of the new features in the campaign map, so you can actually see that in action as well. So if you get a chance, go play. It's really good fun.
Well, Al, I want to thank you for coming out and talking to us today about Total War Warhammer 2. Once again, feel free to check it out on the E3 floor, or if you're at home, there'll be tons of footage and updates about the Battle of the Fallen Gates. Now, our next game is in the card game genre, a genre where no matter how hard I try, I wind up playing bad decks and having fun. Here to talk about the upcoming expansion for Shadowverse is Kripparrian.
Hey guys, how's it going? Kripparrian here. Today I want to talk to you guys about Shadowverse. Shadowverse is one of the best card games out there because it basically just does everything right. Every time I log into Shadowverse, I have an amazing experience. I can play whatever deck type, whatever deck, whatever cards, anything I want to do. And of course, every time there's new cards added to the game, this whole
this
thing
doesn't have
gets
as big of a community
forwarded,
as
and
a lot of the
really
others.
the game gets so
But I've heard that
much
this is
richer.
significantly
And with
better
that,
than a lot of
ladies and gentlemen, I give you the worldwide debut of the Wonderland Dreams trailer.
What do you say, Wonderland Dreams?
Yeah, Wonderland.
I have a book for thee, like no other. Each page a window to a long-lost land, where fairy tales dovetail with myths, and wishes give birth
See the
to
ass on that one?
legends grand.
The thing with the whore?
Knights and dragons, or wistful love. Within this book, all ambitions bloom.
Whoa.
You see that lion
my
guy?
fickle
Yeah.
The fucking abs on that,
A
bro?
dark abyss awaits us all. For blood-pricked roses wishes be. But fear not to bite life's fruit, for in this land, courage is key. With bated breath, the door sweeps open. Glory-bound or purged in flame.
That didn't
The
rhyme.
hand you choose
okay.
defines your fate.
Wait, has he been rhyming this whole time?
So I ask
I felt
you,
like he was for a little bit.
is this really
I could be
just
wrong.
a
I think it's
game?
just the way that he's talking that makes it sound like he's Alright, so you got your Wonderland Dreams.
Thank you, Cygames, and thank you, Krip. As you know, technology is an extremely important component to games, especially with the ever-increasing power of hardware and with new demands coming from VR. Here to talk a little bit about tech in games is the leader of the software development group at Intel. It's Doug Fisher. Doug, come on out.
How you doing, Sean?
Hey, thanks for joining us, Doug.
It's great to be here.
I want to thank you, Doug, for coming out, and of course, thanks to Intel for sponsoring this event. We really appreciate it. It means a lot to us. And since Doug has a whole bunch of exciting stuff to say, I'm going to give the stage to Doug. Goodbye.
Hey, good morning, everyone. I am very excited to be here. And I'm very excited to talk to the PC gaming community about all the announcements we made this morning from Intel. I'm a software guy, you're the
I wasn't
gamers.
awake early
All
enough
these
to hear any of
announcements are
those.
very relevant to everything we do. You know, 2016 was an amazing year by all measures in gaming. Look at the number of live streams in Twitch, over 2 million new live streams. Over 300 million esports enthusiasts. And look at the growth in VR. 2017 is going to be even more amazing. And why? Because of you. It's because of you in this room, the PC gamers. It's because of you on the broadcast. You are the ones
Save
that bring
continue
the
broadcast.
innovation
Yeah.
that we create. You drive
We got a
us to
shout out,
innovate.
Tom.
You're on the edge of technology all the time with you. You have that instinct on what the new capabilities are that we need to deliver. And then you have this amazing, inclusive, and social environment. Young, old, male, female, tech, non-tech.
So
Millions of
inclusive.
people getting together, inspiring each other to immerse themselves in this environment.
That guy didn't hear the
Now, it
chat in
starts at
Battlegrounds the
Intel
other day.
with amazing hardware technology. We've talked about the
I
launch
got called a lot of
we
non-inclusive
had
things.
2 weeks ago of our X Series platforms. Now, you gaming enthusiasts will love the Core i7X overclocking capability. It's an amazing system. And you megatasters who want to game, create, stream will love the beast of them all, the Core i9 Extreme Edition. An amazing system
How much
for
that
this
shit
environment.
cost?
Now, as a software person, I love
We're launching
this
it
environment. I
this
love
year for the
this
price
hardware. Because
of one
why?
child.
It gives software people less time waiting, more time creating that amazing content.
That's their mantra. you see.
I work with over 1 million gaming developers to ensure they take full advantage of all that innovation we put on our platforms. Whether it's working on the caching algorithms or the high-density graphics or multi-core. It doesn't matter. All the different areas,
Doesn't
the
matter.
best-known methods. We
Doesn't-
ensure these millions of
nothing
developers
matters.
are making the most out of that platform, delivering the best content. Then we work to market that so that all the gamers out here, the billions of gamers, know the new compelling content that's available.
Is it up there?
And this is just an example of some of the titles we work with. I'm sure you recognize a lot of these titles. These are just a few examples, whether it's Halo Wars 2 or Overwatch, or in the VR space, where it's Arizona
Vermintide.
Sunshine,
Arizona
or The
Sunshine.
Unspoken. We're
Cool.
working with all these content providers to ensure they take full advantage of all those new capabilities. How many people have heard of Destiny? Yeah.
Never heard of it. You know that game?
No.
I couldn't be more excited to tell you that we work with Bungie and Activision to bring Destiny 2 to the PC. Yes, we're bringing it to the PC. Yes, bring it up. That experience is absolutely amazing. And I can't think of a better person to talk about how amazing that experience is than the full-time live Twitch streamer
Oh no.
and YouTube broadcaster. Welcome on stage, Tefty Teft.
Who? You know who this person is?
No, I don't know.
Hey, Tefty.
Hey, Doug. How you doing?
Good. Great to see you.
Thank you. I'm honored to be here.
So you really do live, eat, breathe, sleep, dream Destiny.
I do. I play a lot of Destiny. I've got thousands of hours, hundreds of raids completions. I've built my community around Destiny on Twitch, and I'm a co-host for, one of the founding co-hosts of Destiny Community Podcast, one of the biggest podcasts specifically for Destiny. So I know a lot about Destiny, and I play a lot of it.
That's great. And so when you play it, have you experienced it on the PC yet?
I have, yeah. I got to play it at the event. I got to say, the PC experience is amazing. As somebody who's played a lot of hours in Destiny, everybody knows how is it going to transfer? How's the experience going to go from console to PC? Are they going to actually be able to deliver? And I can say 100% sure that the PC experience is incredible. When I got to play it, I was blown away. I popped Dawnblade, using mouse and keyboard, and rain and fire from above. It was amazing. You guys, if you're a fan of Destiny, you're going to love Destiny 2.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
He's like,
So,
I don't know what it
is
is.
anybody out here going to be able to
Thank you.
participate and play with this?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's going to be on the it's going to be on the show floor. The other thing too is they've got tons of PC support as well that's being added to it. So 4K is going to be beautiful looking. It's got 21:9 ratio, uncapped frame rates. I mean, for me personally, I'm going to be looking at pushing 144 or higher for FPS because it's going to be so nice. And yes, absolutely. On top of that, Bungie has told me something specific that is exciting
And I
for
cannot tell you,
the
so I
high
won't.
CPU core count chips. They are optimizing the engine so it will take advantage of all the cores in your CPU. So if you do have an i9 Extreme, which, hey, you know, maybe hook me up.
No.
If you have an i9 Extreme, it'll be able to take advantage of all those cores. That is, that's great. As an enthusiast, PC enthusiast myself, I'm very excited about that potential for Destiny 2. I can't wait to run it out maxed with as many frames as possible.
Well, fantastic. You guys all have a chance to take a look at it. Maybe you and I can play later today.
That'd be great.
All
Yeah,
right.
it's good. It's going to be on the E3 show floor. So
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you very much,
Thank you.
Tefty.
Appreciate
All
it,
right.
Doug.
Big hand. I love that. That experience. Nothing says it like that, right? All right. So it's not just about the top 8 list titles, but also it's about the broad set of developers we participate with. The independent developers. You can see examples of properties that they've developed. We want to make sure everybody's developing and creating content on the PC to create more and more opportunity to participate in that. We're inspiring these developers through a contest called Level Up. Take a look at the sponsors between Intel. You got Green Man Gaming, Epic, and Razer sponsoring this event. We have real luminaries judging, like Tim Schafer. Tim Schafer is going to be judging this contest. The winner will be announced at PAX West in Seattle in September. I encourage you to participate. It's a great event. It's a great opportunity for independent developers
Still getting used to that.
to get involved and participate.
Instead of them
And why
saying
do we
PAX
care?
Prime.
As a software guy, why do we care? Because we want more and more content out there, more opportunities for games for others to participate. We want to discover the next big thing on the PC. We don't know where it's going to come from. So we want lots of people participating on our platform so that the next big thing is built on top of the PC. And you, everybody here, all you gamers, you can participate as well. I'm certain as you're participating in a game, you've thought of something new, unique that you'd like to bring to reality. This is your opportunity to be one of those developers as well, or at least influence one of those developers and create that amazing immersive experience. Whether you're a gamer, content creator, or even esports.
Well, that immersive experience she's having.
Now, speaking of esports, we had 2 exciting announcements today in the esports arena, pun intended.
I didn't catch the point.
With ESL. The first being, we have a landmark deal with ESL. Intel is now the global technology provider for esports for ESL. That's great news for everybody in the gaming community because the latest technology we use for the events, the studios, the back-end operations, and the streaming capabilities during the event, you'll have the latest technology at those events. Now, the thing I love about sports, and I'm a traditional sports admirer as well, is they have this tradition around these things called a Grand Slam, whether it's tennis, golf, rugby. They have a Grand Slam. And there's no reason we can't have that.
Pretty sure Denny's has a Grand Slam.
In esports, and that's why we're excited with Oculus, ESL, and Intel are sponsoring the Grand Slam event, Intel Grand Slam, and all these leagues getting together, and the first team to win 4 of the 10 events will be the Grand Slam winner. They'll collect their traditional prize,
playing CS:GO,
but in addition,
Ryan.
they'll get
I'll get right on it, man.
$1 million bonus for being the Grand Slam winner.
That's a lot of money, Tom.
$1 million. All right. I was so excited about the announcement today around Echo Arena. They've taken this property and now are making it VR multiplayer. Do you guys see that announcement today? It's so great. They're creating the multiplayer VR experience and bringing it to life in this platform. We're so excited about it at Intel, and we want so many people to start participating with it. We are sponsoring a deal in conjunction with Oculus to make this available.
Same thing, Twisted Pixel's new game is VR.
Free of charge for limited time at launch. So all of you can play with this game free of charge starting July 20th. And you now can participate, learn, and become an expert in VR gaming. Now, I know when you become an expert, what do you want to do? You want to showcase those skills. Wouldn't it be awesome if you had an opportunity to showcase those skills? That's why we're super excited to work together to create the VR Challenge. With Intel, Oculus, and ESL, we're creating the VR Challenge. It's a virtual challenge in the VR arena.
Weird.
And everybody's going to compete, and the end of it's going to be in Poland at the Intel Game Masters, where the finals will be in 2018. Book your tickets now. It's going to be a crazy event. Now, I know everybody likes a challenge. Everybody's excited about challenges.
VR esports.
I'm going to give you a challenge all here today.
Nobody talks about that.
Just participate
I was actually wondering what happened to Riggs
at
the other
Intel
day.
Gaming.
It's been out.
Follow at Intel Gaming, and you'll have a chance by participating there to win one of 3 great prizes, one from Oculus, one from Asus, and one from iBuyPower. You'll have a chance to win one of these prizes just by participating in this challenge. And don't dismay, all those will have Core i7 in the systems. So it's a great opportunity to play, participate, and bring up that challenge.
Inside of it.
So the future is here now, the future of gaming. You can just feel it growing and growing. You see the immersive capabilities. And why is that happening? Because we have amazing Intel hardware. As a software person, that helps me participate in creating amazing and compelling content. And those new immersive experiences we all want to have.
The i9?
So the realm of possibilities are here now.
That's already known.
An example of that is VR. So I'm stepping away now.
I don't
I'm going to go up and
personally know
look
how much it is.
at the Echo platform, Echo Arena, and see how it goes, and I'll be back in a minute. So, Sean?
Thank you, Doug.
Actually forgot about that guy.
It's a pleasure to have you. Thanks for all the great announcements. And of course, thanks again to Intel for sponsoring this event. Keep in mind, if you look at the time, we're not even halfway done yet. We have all sorts of games still yet to be announced. So let's go ahead and look at what's to come.
It's not a very great show, is it?
It never is like I watch it for the games, obviously, you know. But like,
there's too many gaps between the games.
well, because there's not one company that you know, like it's not like Sony's platform.
Yeah.
It's fucking PC gaming. So
Yeah.
it's a bunch of fucking companies, and coming up with one cohesive experience to watch never seems to work out.
Time to take a look
This guy's
at an
not helping.
upcoming game up in the mezzanine
I like
with
him.
Sonya. How's it going, Sonya?
I like Sonya too.
Thank you, Sean. So, as a Firefox, this is a game that pulls on my heartstrings and does not let go. And I just want to hear more about it. And luckily, I've got the perfect person to talk to today. I am joined by Felix Kramer on the game formerly known as Secret Legend, but you've got some special announcements. I saw some secretive tweets from the Dicey Twitter account.
You did.
Do you want to talk
definitely.
about that?
Well, you're exactly right. We were known as Secret
Lady's
Legend,
very
but today we're
intense
announcing our
looking.
new
Yeah.
game, Tunic.
Well, like,
so you
'cause
can head to
she looked like she was
tunicgame.com
waiting
to find out more about
to
that.
hear a mistake.
And we're announcing that we're pairing with publisher Finji, who you may know from their incredible work on Night in the Woods and Overland.
So exciting.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So I want to tell you, it wasn't just the fox that sold me on this game. I love the beautiful, charming graphics, and honestly, I just want to see more of it. Can we check out the trailer?
Let's do it.
Here we go, Tom. Another Fox game. Hi.
So, notice what has happened so far. He has cut grass, has a sword and shield, he does dodge rolls, there are fucking chests and gems to be found in the grass.
Uh-oh.
It just seems like it's very obviously inspired by a certain game.
Yeah. Can't place it for the life of me, though.
Looks cool, though.
Their sound cut out.
Thank you, Sonya. Now, our next title that we'll be talking about is honestly a huge surprise hit, having just surpassed
We need
3
mics like that,
million
Tom.
sales. You may recognize it
No.
as one of the 3 most played and
So we can say
broadcasted
words
games
like
on
synergy.
Twitch right now. It's PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, and I'm literally next to PlayerUnknown right now. Brendan Green, welcome.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I gotta say, it has been amazing to see the runaway
Give a
success
date.
of your game. What's it been like for you?
It's been immense. I mean, really, the reaction we've got from players and content creators has been tremendous, and I want to say thank you to everyone for that. It's been great.
And thank you for the experiences, both of the joy of winning and the, well, I guess the joy of a bullet flying through my head out of nowhere, and I'll never know why.
You got to learn to love the salt. Love it.
Well, I understand that even though a lot of people treat the game almost as a full release right now,
Yeah.
it's still technically not released yet, and there's a whole lot more to come. Talk to us a little bit about what's in store.
So we have, our focus at the moment is to sort of stabilize the game, get the servers up to spec, but also we have, 2D, 3D replays planned for in-game replays. We have new weapons coming every month. So yeah, no, but our current focus is really just get the game competitive. and
Finally.
So
You know, that
suddenly
would've saved
fences
me a lot of
are no
trouble the
longer
other
the
night,
most
Tom.
impossible object in the game. You can
Right.
climb over them
Yeah,
now.
yeah. So our content programmer Marek, he's done a really great job.
Breath of
getting
the Wild,
system
you know?
to be dynamic.
Yeah. Climb
so it doesn't
everything.
matter what object you're
Well,
in
I
front
mean,
of,
because
you'll
remember
jump
how
over
long it
it.
took me to jump over shit?
Yeah, so in terms of jumping and vaulting, is it...
There you go.
Yeah, vaulting.
Oh,
Is
look
it,
at
is
that.
it sort of,
All right.
when you say that it's dynamic, does
Okay,
this mean
look at
that the
this.
taller the obstacle, the more difficult it is to climb over? but
Yeah,
you can still
exactly, and
climb
it has
over
different animations for each different thing, so vaulting, climbing. Now, we
Oh.
also have weather, so...
One of my favorite aspects, of course, is the rain map in the game. Walk me through what we're seeing here.
So this is our new weather settings. This is fog. You just saw clear day. Our rain has been tweaked a little bit as well. And we also have our sunset coming in.
So there was
this
rain in
really,
that
I'm
game
really
before.
happy with how
Not that I have
works.
seen, but from what he's talking,
And
like,
what
it
is the
sounds
impact
like it.
on gameplay of these types of things with weather?
It just changed dynamic. Oh, so this is...
Oh, a new gun.
Yes. This is the OTS Groza. It's a 7.62 bullpup. Super powerful, crate only. Yeah, it's going to be a beast.
Is it a short range, long range? Where's
short to medium, it's going to be a beast. It's going to be super powerful.
Yeah.
And then long range, it'll work as well.
And I remember before you came on the show, I asked, why did you put that gun in? And I think your answer was...
It just looks cool.
It looks cool.
Yeah, it's like we wanted to add a bullpup and we wanted to add something else to the 7.62 class. And this is a Spetsnaz weapon.
Climbing is cool.
It just looks great.
It looks cool. As good as a reason as any, honestly. I want to come back to the weather effects. Obviously, they look beautiful. What are some of the impacts that you've seen on the gameplay with the new weather effects?
Well, it's just going to change the way you play. So it's not necessarily going to be, you're going to be sniping all the time. You know, with the foggy weather, you're going to have to choose a more kind of CVQ type play style. But it's just, again, to give you a bit of variety and make every game kind of different.
You've talked a little bit about what we've seen in the video, but talk to me about long term. What's far down the line for PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds?
So again, we want to finish out the platform and make it a good platform for all kind of game modes. You know, we will have modding down the line as well. Yeah, and it's again, it's just creating a stable platform. That's our aim here.
I understand that you're also working on new maps.
Yeah, so we have 2 new maps coming, one based in Peru, a desert map with sort of ruined cities with sandstorms and stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then this other one in the Adriatic, so it has even a ruined cosmodrome in the center of the map with like snowfall, and I'm excited.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I know that you've been super involved with the community of regular players. What's in store for those people playing the game right now?
So as I said, we have our custom games. We have the 3D replays, which I'm really excited about because it allows you to watch your match back in the engine with the free cam and slow motion and stuff like that.
Which is great for content creators.
Exactly, right? So you can just...
Kill cam.
Yeah, and it'll just give you a new way to create like machinimas and stuff like that within the game.
Yeah. And the last thing I want to bring up, because you were mentioning this a lot before you came on, you have all sorts of stability and performance fixes incoming.
Yeah, so like our focus this month is on our server performance and really getting that stable, because at the moment the servers
they do seem to like almost
the best
weekly
they could.
release
But you know, so last month our team's focus was on client performance, and we improved that broadly for a lot of people. And this month it's on server, so they've already found a lot of things to fix, and I'm excited.
That's great. I'm sure players will completely stop blaming anything on the game at that point.
Right.
They will accept responsibility for those losses then. Well, to PlayerUnknown
because they
himself,
won't.
Brendan, thank you so much for coming out to talk about it. It's a pleasure.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
As we get ourselves set up.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay. Pull through. All right. Oh, shit.
Oh, man. Oh. Nope.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it probably wouldn't have happened if they were using that new Intel Core i9.
Holy fuck. So how much of this do we sit through before we just call it?
I don't know. I'm actually kind of liking it. I don't know, man. Because now at this point we're like, we can't hear anything.
We'll give it a minute, see if they fix it.
Yeah. What do you think they're talking about?
Oh, who the fuck knows?
Know who that is?
Let me see. Let's get in there.
Trying to get in there. Know who that is?
Tripwire guy.
Okay. Oh, yeah, he's wearing that Rising Storm shirt.
Sure would have liked to seen this part.
Yep. I mean, this game looks like it's probably going to be badass. Do the thing with the mouse again.
That's, dude, because it had the buffering thing.
Yeah.
That's how I knew it was on YouTube's end. This doesn't. That means it's not. Look, see, other people are having problems with it too.
Well, shit.
So that's the PC Gaming Conference, guys.
Yeah, I hope.
I'm sure you can catch the rest of it online at a later time.
Yeah.
Wait.
Hold on.
Wait.
It might pull through.
Wait.
All
right.
Sorry
about that, guys. Out of our hands. And
thank you.
Hopefully
for watching.
Hopefully Ubisoft and Sony goes better later today. Bye-bye.